Welcome to the Sam and Ray podcast. I'm Sam.
And I'm Ray.
How you doing, Raymond?
I'm good. It's
You're
kinda
good?
cold as
Have
shit.
you gotten sick yet?
I haven't gotten sick yet.
I've gotten sick again, guys. I've gotten sick again. This time I blame Josh. I think he brought it back to the house.
Why do you keep blaming the kids?
Because I work around kids, so
Yeah,
maybe those kids too. Oh my God. Speaking of kids that are sick, kids are sick. And I'm not just saying like a cold sick. I was sitting at my desk and I have some seats and some like bean bags for the kids to sit in. And I'm at my desk and there's a kid sitting in a bean bag. And like out of like my peripheral or whatever, I see him pick his nose like he's digging for gold. And then this kid wipes it on the bean bag. And I was thinking like, I used one of those bean bags the other
That's
day.
pretty gross.
It's so gross. It's disgusting. And I just looked at him like, yeah, I'm going to need to buy some like Clorox spray for fabric.
You don't already have that? You don't?
No, because unfortunately we can't use certain things that aren't.
So you have to have like their version of everything?
Yeah, I have to make sure that it's okay to use because we're in a school setting.
So the guy that does like your custodial, he can't, I'm pretty sure he has like the solutions.
Yeah.
To be able to.
Yeah, I think he does. But also when we had ants one time, I even asked them, like, do you guys have any spray or anything? They're like, oh, we actually have to call someone to come and do that because it's like a certain solution to use. But if I ask the custodian, I'm pretty sure he's sick of these damn bean bags because these kids jump on them and then pop them.
So you can't just.
And there's those little beans everywhere. He's constantly having to vacuum.
You can't just get like Lysol.
I don't know. And I don't want to even try because my kid's allergic to Lysol or something. I'm afraid.
Who the fuck is allergic to things that are keeping you happy?
I have no idea.
I mean, I understand like obviously too much of it ends up like.
Yeah.
But that's for anybody.
Yeah.
Right?
But I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it because you know what? I like my job.
Because what's that brand that you usually get? Because even you, like, you're very like.
Oh, I was very
like safety with the kids.
Safety with the kids, because and just because like my anxiety. It was, what was it?
Was it Method or
Method?
There's
Yeah.
from Target, right?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
there's another one where it's like there's no like harsh chemicals.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if you could use those like natural ingredient.
However, I do use a lot of Bath and Body Air. Spray.
That's probably worse than
probably, but some of these kids, oh my God,
they smell like Sabacos.
They smell like In-N-Out when they're frying freaking
That's
onions.
Gross. That's
not
nasty.
in a good way. I'm like, back up. So when I have one class and I already know what class it is, I was like, damn, it's gonna start stinking in here.
You don't have a plug-in?
I do, but I don't want to use my good plugins there, so I'll just take like a spray from Bath and Body, like a little one in my purse. And I already know who it's gonna be, so as soon as they leave, I start spraying, and then the next class comes in, they're like, it smells so good in here. Even one time I had kids saying, it smells like horchata.
Yeah, you gotta thank Stinky Pete over there.
It's like it stinks so bad in here. And I love the kids, I really do, but I'm like, I would never have the heart to tell them like, hey, maybe you should like use some deodorant.
They're not our kids, but
They're not.
You know, foul play on their parents for not fucking stepping up and saying, "Hey, you smell like
this
ass."
Is why Josh, I'm like, dude, you got to make sure that you're doing this and that.
Well, he's like his dad and his grandpa, so
yeah. Oh my God, I smell sprays coming from his room, and one day I was like, why does it smell like peppermint? Like, why does it smell like
his room spray?
My peppermint spray. No, he took my body spray. It's the Twisted Peppermint from Bath and Body, and he's been spraying it in his room.
I asked him that too. I was like, bro, that smells like eucalyptus and mint. He goes, nope, Twisted Peppermint. I was like,
she'll never know.
I was like, hey man, it's pretty distinctive scent there.
Yeah, because I mean, once they get old, they do end up having kind of like a plasticky smell to me. So because I have a lot of body sprays.
Yeah.
So
if you have that many, maybe you should just slow down.
And that's why the other day I went to Bath and Body. I was like, nope, I got to get out of here because I don't need it. What do I need it for?
If you have that many that you're letting some of them get old and you just smell plastic.
Yeah.
You got
but
too
I mean,
many.
you can still smell the scent, but I'm not going to use it on my body. So now I just like, smells good in here.
I use the
Sprayed
room
in the air.
sprays. That's my secret to the car. Everyone's like, "Why does your car smell good?" I use the
room
actual
spray.
room spray,
Uh-huh.
and I'll kick on the AC. So when I kick on the AC, I'm over here giving you guys tips, by the way, because everybody knows those little trees don't work.
No.
Like they last for like a day and a half, or even like the Bath and Body little.
The car ones don't work.
They don't last that long.
They don't. I'm sorry, Bath and Body. You need a stronger.
So I end up
stronger one.
getting the room spray,
Uh-huh.
and I'll spray my car, and then I'll kick on the AC so that it just like circulates through. So then every time I turn on my AC just like kicks out a scent, and everyone's like, "Your car smells good." It's like, yeah,
Bath and Body.
Bath and Body.
Just the air spray. Yeah, their car ones aren't strong enough. They need a stronger like solution or something in there.
I don't know what. Like, I wonder what. Out of all the car scents, out of all the like things that you,
Which ones are the best?
yeah, which one is the best one that you had that lasted the longest?
You're asking me specifically?
Yeah.
You know what? The one that lasted the longest for me, I believe, was like a pumpkin caramel one, because every time we got in, it smelled like.
What was it though? It wasn't a tree.
No, it wasn't a tree. It was a Bath and Body one.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm asking.
I thought you meant like which scent would last the longest.
I'm asking which actual like little device or.
Oh, the ones that we used to get from Target that you would shove inside like the actual little vents.
Oh, like the one with the little liquid window.
Those last a long time.
Yeah, those stick ones that you put on the vent don't work.
Mm-mm.
But I don't have normal vents. For some reason in my car they have like like everybody's like vents on their thing that has like the grate, and it's like 4 like bars across. Mine's are like 3 huge ass ones, and they're thick, so I can't put normal
anything in there.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And then I close them, so it's just like pointless to put anything on this. But we had our last episode, we talked about our bucket list.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and obviously my number one is a house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously I'm not going to go like, oh, this is my number 2 one. Like, this is the most important. But my number 1 for sure is a house.
Above all.
Above anything else. Everything else is just like in random order. I mean, they're just like fun things that I want to do before I kick the bucket.
So what are they? Wait, do you know how many you have? Is there like a
no,
5,
there's not like I don't have like
10?
a scroll rolling out here with like a bajillion things on the list. And I don't know what like, oh, my number 5 is this.
Well, I mean, you're just putting them in chronological order. It's not necessarily by importance. It's just by list.
Yeah. But so you're asking me like how many do I think I have?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have a lot of time today. I mean, I think think if I just give you a few that I really want to do. And no, it's not like bungee jumping or anything. My fear is that the bungee will snap and I'll just.
And then my other question would be, before we list all these bucket list items, my next question would be, what are you going to actually do to accomplish those bucket list items?
A lot of it's save money to do it.
So none of it's like just a fear of doing it in general. Like you
need money to do these things.
Oh, okay. So it's not like, because like you said, it's not bungee jumping. And bungee jumping is like a fear thing sometimes. So
yeah.
Okay, so the first thing is obviously buy a house. That's first and foremost.
That's money.
Yeah, everything's money. But yeah, what's your next thing?
My next thing, I want to take a cruise to Alaska.
Does Alaska have summers? They don't have they have.
Well, they
have
seasons,
like
6 months of like darkness and then like 6 months of nothing but sun.
So what part of the year do you want to go?
I definitely don't want to go through darkness.
So you're gonna go like a week of all sun?
Yeah.
That would probably be annoying.
No, because I mean, haven't you seen the proposal? They have those. The guy's house had the curtains that were blackout curtains.
Yeah, I guess.
And then you could go to the park at any time of the day and get the kids tired. Be like, want to go to the park?
That sounds like a petty thing. Like little pedophiles would probably love shit like that.
Never mind.
We could hang out at the park anytime.
I also would like. Well, this one would be easy. I just have to do it and find someone. I have had a guitar since I was 16. I need to learn how to play that sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So see, that's what I'm asking. Like, what are you gonna do like these things that you want to do.
So if there's anybody out there who would like to teach
it's obviously not just money. Like it's the actual, like, you have to put forth to actually accomplishing these things.
Okay, so wait, I'm answering all this. What about you? I don't have any.
No, that pretty much that's it. I just want to buy a house. And once I buy my house, just leave me alone.
Oh, I'll leave you alone.
You know what I mean? Like, like you can invite me.
Don't
places.
Invite me anywhere.
You can invite me places, but isn't that's like the kind of like the?
I have a house now. You don't need to invite.
That's kind of like the reasoning. I don't know. For me, like, I used to always wonder, like, why do my parents always stay home? But it's kind of like, it's kind of peaceful.
Yeah.
Stay away from the drama. Stay away from the nonsense. We do that now, and we don't even own our own home.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
true.
We usually just stay home. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm not going nowhere. Like, I bust my ass to have this house. I'm gonna hang out in it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna.
True.
So my bucket list would be to, like, obviously own my own house, and I don't know. I think I because I've already had, like, my motorcycle.
Uh-huh.
I've already had my trucks. I've had, it's like, as far as like the toys and like the extracurriculars, I've done quite a bit of that already. Uh-huh. So there's not much that I could be like, oh, I want to do. I do. You know what? One thing, and I'll say it, and it's more so because you got on me about it the other day. Like, well, you can't talk like that. Like, you have to manifest it. So you have to just do it. You can't just. I would love to work with Alicia Keys in any type of realm.
Yes.
Like, it could be in the photography. Like, I would love to like just waste a couple rows of film on her and just
not creepy at all.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, to be able to do like a cover album.
Oh, that'd be cool
with her. You know,
mm-hmm.
And then, or even just in the music, as like, I'm nowhere near the caliber of her husband and the music and quality that he puts, but just to even be in that room and sit there and be like, what do you think? Like, just to even have someone like her be like, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is going to be dope. Like, I get to actually have a conversation. And because then you think, like, I could hear the music, or that if that song ever makes it to the radio, like, I was in that room with her mm-hmm. and she asked me what I thought. You hear this part? That was my idea. Like, things like that. I guess I would have to manifest something.
Yeah, something like that you would definitely have. I mean, I think anything you'd have to really, like, manifest it, put it out there into the universe.
But that all goes back to, all right, once I'm done doing what I got to do with her, I'm going back home. Like, I'm going back to my house.
I'm going to my house that I also manifested. Mm-hmm. I feel like I manifested this job. I really did, because when I was working at the retail store, I was always saying, like, Lord, please, one day I'm going to work by myself and it's going to be nice and quiet and I'm just going to be alone, and I'm alone all day, every day.
It's a gift and a curse, though.
It's a gift. No, I'm not going to say it's a curse. I love it. And then I do get, I mean, obviously people do come in, but mm-hmm. The majority of the time it's like really quiet and I'm alone. It's really nice. So I'm going to start manifesting more and start.
Well, you should.
Start thanking God.
I'm glad you're finally coming around to that, because I've been telling you this for the last.
I'm manifesting.
How long have we been together?
Like, I'm also gonna go ahead and manifest me, Harry Styles, and Lizzo being like best friends.
You know what? I had a dream, believe it or not, and I think,
can't believe that.
And I think
that's shocking.
I think this is why I had a dream. I think Natalie ended up sending Ricky and I in our group chat for the podcast the Bad Bunny with what's that dude's name? The chubby guy where he drives and you sing in the car with him.
Oh, James Corden one.
Yeah, so she ended up sending us that, and I was watching. I was like, he's actually a pretty cool fucking dude.
Yeah, he seems like it.
Like, he's pretty fucking humble. He's not like, oh, I'm Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
like,
here he is with Kendall fucking Jenner. But continue.
So I was watching it, and then all of a sudden I just hear, and I was like, whoa! And
yes, he's a Harry Styles fan.
He went in on singing the fucking song. I was like, You know what's fucking crazy is I keep like telling people like, because I didn't know who Harry Styles was, but when you and Millie ended up going to his concert and you talked about it, I was like, oh man. And then so obviously like I get a lot of the music, but I don't really play it. So once I started going down that rabbit hole of playing his music, like at the last the Huntington Beach Marathon, I ended up starting my set with the Harry Styles. And it just so happens to mix perfectly well with like any type of 80s beat. So I was just like, I fuck with Harry Styles. And
oh my God.
That's probably one of my favorite songs of his is As It Was. Like if you actually think I watched was that fucking video of Bad Bunny and James
Corden. See.
Gordon?
I don't know.
Goring? No, he's not.
It's Corden.
I don't know what his name is. And he's fucking hilarious though too. But I ended up having a dream about about Harry Styles.
Me too. Very often. I'm not kidding. Yes.
He's old enough to be your little brother.
Shut up, no, he's
But then I ended up going like it ended up just being like almost like that same thing where it's just like I was just happened to be in the same place where he was at, like in a work environment as far as like creating music and just being involved with that. And then all of a sudden fucking Kanye's in my dream.
That makes sense. You and him are very similar.
No, but it was like I was sitting there like I was calming him down like, bro, chill. We're good. You're straight. You're easy. Like you don't have to wild out like this. We're good. Like leave him alone. Like don't battle everything. Pick and choose, you know? Like it was so fucking weird. And then I woke up and I was like, yeah, I overslept.
I was too into my dream.
Yeah, I was like, but that was it. That like there was nothing. He was just tripping on people. But I guess are dreams a form of manifestation?
If you want it to be, claim it, man. Be like that was the sign of my future right there.
Maybe I'll work with Harry Styles one day.
Oh my God, could you? Oh my God, could you?
Maybe I'll work with Harry Styles one day.
Oh my God, I didn't think I could love him so much.
He's pretty dope. I mean, I don't know him personally as far as his music. Again, I'm the type of person I could compartmentalize a person from who they are and their talent, right? So I know him from his music. I don't know him as a person. I'm pretty sure if I met him as a person, it'd be pretty dope and it'd be like, oh, you're fucking, like it would make me want to like his fucking music even more.
And just like if you watch certain things on TikTok about Harry Styles, you'll see like clips of him interacting with people during his concert, and it's so good.
But see,
he's just seems like the most sweetest person ever.
But see, there's a level to that of knowing that people are looking at you. I want to know who you are with no one around.
He's still sweet.
I want to, you know what I mean? I want to, like, if we're at Starbucks.
He's still the sweetest person. Don't ruin this for me.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just saying that, like, that's how I want to know somebody. Like, I want to know you for who you are without any of this. Like, obviously we all have bad days. We're all fucking, like, don't fucking talk to me today, you know? But who are you? Like, he seems like a person that I would want to be like, what's up with you, bro? Like, you cool? You know?
You know, that's funny. Like, who are you? I know we got off of the manifestation and like, I think we're done with that because now that brought me to something else. The who are you thing. I've been listening to a podcast called Something Was Wrong.
Something Was Wrong.
And it's on Spotify. You guys can find it. But it talks about like people thinking they know who this person is because they've been friends with them for years or they've been whatever.
Just normal people, not celebrities.
Yeah, not celebrities. But it's just normal people talking about their situations that happened because of someone they really thought they knew in their life. But come to find out, this person's a completely different person than what they thought. And it's crazy. You guys have to watch it. There was one where there were 3 families. They were all like really good friends. Come to find out, one of the friends' husbands was cheating with the best friend for 12 years. 12 fucking years. And the woman who was getting cheated on, her brother knew about it the entire time and didn't tell her.
That's great.
I would have fucked up all 3 of them. All 3. Like, how are you?
Wait, so her brother knew that her husband was cheating on her?
Yes, because so the sister and the guy.
I was going to say something, but I'm going to be like,
the sister and the
guy.
The
one time I'll be PC on here.
That guy, Ted, and the sister, I want to say.
That name. The other dude's
anyways, you're not even letting me finish. But anyways, it's a really good one. It's a good one. The brother fucking knew, and I would have punched him straight in the throat.
There's a certain type of community that doesn't have code. so that was pretty. That was pretty easy to figure out there.
Yeah,
because I could guarantee you, like, if my sister was dating someone and I knew that he was cheating on her.
Oh hell no! It'd be on. It'd be fucking on.
She'd be like, "Hey, my boyfriend hasn't called me in a couple days."
He's not going to be calling you ever again. He is.
He won't be calling anybody, by the way.
He skipped town.
He might have a mouth wired shut.
But it's really good. Something was wrong. So good. They even get into like...
That's pretty cool, though, because that kind of goes back to we were talking about the Murdoch. Like, you don't know who's who.
You have no idea.
You never know. And it could even be the closest person to you. Because
That's scary. What do you have hiding back? You know, I don't want to know.
You know what? That's the funny thing is I was about to just say that is you always say that. Like, I don't want to know how you know all these people or how these people know you.
Nope. As long as like the FBI don't come pounding down my door, we're good.
Nah, they won't do that.
I don't get like pulled in for questioning. I'm okay.
You know,
because I'd be like, he works at this place. This is his car, his license plate. I am never gonna back you up on this.
Do you know my license plate number?
No, but now I'm gonna go take a picture
now you
of it.
can take a picture.
Like his mom lives on this street. He was born over here. I have his social and I have everything.
I have a hair follicle.
Here's his toothbrush for DNA samples. This is his favorite mug. Fucking take it. I'm changing my locks because he ain't coming back in.
But it's crazy because you don't know. But it could be like, it could be a major you don't know or a minor you don't know. Like, there's some people you don't know, like, what their secret interests are. Like, there's some people that like I'm pretty sure a lot of people who know me, we wouldn't assume that I'm actually kind of cool with listening to the whole Harry Styles album. You know what I mean? Like, that's like I wouldn't have expected.
I also collect troll dolls from the 80s.
See,
the whole room.
You're the one that takes it dark. I was nowhere near that.
And they all have a name.
And they're all missing heads. Like the episode of Grey's Anatomy where that dude ate all the doll heads.
Oh my God, why did he do that? That was pretty dumb.
Just a weirdo.
No, you know what? Grey's Anatomy, what's her face left? So, I mean, what's the point?
I don't. Oh, the main character.
Meredith left.
Meredith Grey. I didn't know that. Ruby was when I first met Ruby, she was the
huge fan.
She still is, because I'll go into the break room sometimes and she's doing what she has to do, but she'll have like her phone up watching Grey's Anatomy. I was like, are those new episodes? She's like, yeah. Like, so we would always talk about like Grey's Anatomy, but I fell off of Grey's Anatomy like I don't know how long ago.
Once they killed Derek?
No, I was on after that. Oh. But it was just weird. It's just weird because it's like once you fall off, for me, I feel like I had to start the whole fucking series over, and there's like 87 seasons.
You know what? I actually liked it. I started at the beginning, but then once they killed off fucking Lexi. They killed off everybody I loved, and they started bringing these new assholes in. I was like, you know, I'm fucking done.
Yeah, it was
Shonda Rhimes, get it together.
And it was almost like the same thing, just different characters.
Yeah, and then Meredith was always almost dying. It's like, what? Why do you hate her so much? She's your main character. How many times did she? Okay, the bomb in the surgical room, right?
Maybe her whole point of it is just to be like everyone has some type of like tragic something going on in their life, like everyone doesn't. But Meredith just so happens to have.
And then them
all the time.
And then the fact that Kelly and Arizona cheated on Kelly. Just because, anyways, I don't know. You guys probably don't even like Grey's Anatomy, but I'm just saying that was stupid. You guys need to stop.
Yeah, that's another thing.
That's when you know they've run out of like shit to.
That's another thing that I would say, like, you don't know, like you didn't know. No, I don't think anyone knew that I was a big fan? Grey's Anatomy fan. Like,
no, like you would hear it in the morning, like the little song. I'm like, oh God, your dad's up again watching Grey's Anatomy. It's gonna be a long day.
But do you remember when Josh used to try to be a doctor, and then Kara did it too? And so that's like a big 5-year difference. So it was like 5 years strong and just Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, they were always trying to do surgery on her bear.
No, the monkey.
Oh,
the monkey and then the bear.
And then the bear.
Yeah. That big ass long monkey that
Noelle got them.
That Noelle got Josh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yikes. The things that we watch on shows and then the kids just like
and then we wonder why they have like not normal imaginations.
Yeah. That's true.
People didn't know that.
They don't have normal imaginations. What don't people know about me? I feel like I'm an open book.
I don't think you are.
I think I keep some things hidden.
Yeah. What would be one thing that you could think of right now that you could be like, you didn't know this about me? It could be a big thing or it could be a small thing, obviously. Like that was like the whole point.
I want to be Fred Astaire, the woman version. I took tap class in college because as a child I was not into doing classes because I was afraid. Plus, I don't think my parents knew that I wanted to dance.
No, I don't think you really communicate things like that to people.
No, I don't really tell them my desires.
You have this like
a fear of them judging me. Yeah.
That's why I asked you earlier, like as far as like what your bucket list was anything.
Oh, I have some stuff on that bucket list that I don't know if I could share because of the fear.
Well, why not? That's the whole point. Is
the bucket list to me is like seeing something before you die.
But you still got to do, but you still have to do these things. Because you got on my head when I said, like, if that was the case, and most of my bucket list items
I know what I said to you. I say a lot of things to different people to hype them up. And this, like I said before, I say a lot of things to help people out. But to me, I'm like, no, bitch, you better just keep that shit to yourself.
See, that don't make no sense.
Maybe if you get me drunk enough, I'll go ahead and tell you all this shit. You
can't be getting loud on people when you're too quiet with yourself, homie. You got to be loud with yourself before you be loud with other people.
Damn, that's inspirational.
Well, that's just life.
Can you put that on a sweatshirt?
That's just life. Remember, like when we get into arguments, I always tell you, like, don't argue with me or don't try to pick a fight with me and expect me not to say something. Like,
same goes for you, honey. Don't pick a fight with me because I'll start talking.
No, but you got to have have anybody in general. Like don't start shit with me unless your shit's correct. You know what I mean? And I'm not meaning like what you're talking about in the situation, but just in life. Like you can't I'm gonna go start this shit with this person. Like why? You got your own fucking problems. Worry about them with you first before you come to me. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. But why are we getting so angry?
I'm not just talking about. First of all, you're the one yelling when I was.
Oh my god, he's so negative.
You're the one that started yelling just because I told you to go after your dreams.
Mind your business.
Like, hey,
I will let these dreams die with me.
You keep cutting me off. I told you go after.
Oh really?
Go after your dreams. Fuck you. Don't tell me what to do. Like, wait a minute.
These dreams will die with me.
Fuck you and your ideas of my dreams. Like, I think you can do it though. Fuck you. Shut up. Like, no. Like.
No, but really,
you got offended because I was telling you to go after.
I took tap when I was in college, and I loved it. The teacher even said, "You should go to tap too with like the other kids." Well, they weren't kids; we were already adults. I was like, "Hell, fuck yeah!" And I did. I loved it so much.
See, so you have many talents, and I've always told you this: you have so many talents, and everything that you tried to do, you succeeded in. Mm-hmm. Yet you worry about what other people are thinking and you don't carry it out to its full potential. Mm-hmm. And this is why I always like, you don't have to monetize everything you fucking do. You have to have a balance, right? So you have a job, and if you like to tap, then tap. That's fucking cool. It's something that not everybody can do, and it balances out your life because in that moment of doing what you like to do, that you're pretty fucking good at, you don't have to think about all the other bullshit.
Yeah.
You know? And same thing with your sign language. Like, not that many people know how to properly sign. Like, that's just, excuse me, that's just, I would say it's a talent. Like, it's not a gifted talent because no one, unless you were born deaf, even deaf people have to learn how to sign.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to be able to like learn it proficiently and go to school for it and all that, like you always do things pretty dope. And I don't understand why you don't like that. And that's why I get like with your bucket list, like the things that you're afraid to speak on. Just fucking speak on it, because it's not like anything that you haven't tried in the past. You've already done and succeeded at. You've done dope shit, and you don't realize how cool it is because you're in your own head thinking
pretty much
everybody's gonna think this shit's fucking weird. Like, just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Whatever's on your bucket list, write it out and go fucking do it.
I don't know why when you said because you think everybody's gonna think it's fucking weird. It reminded me of that girl whose talent was galloping like a horse and jumping over the bars.
That's a little weird. But if she's
it's a talent, she does it pretty well.
If she can do it, I mean, she's jumping over cars. Kobe did a commercial.
I didn't say cars.
Didn't you say
I said over the bars?
Oh, jumping over the bars.
Like how
they like the little Olympic thing that
for the horses.
Oh,
and she's galloping on all fours and she jumps over the bars. That's kind of weird, but that's talent.
It's hella weird, but fuck it. Who else can do it?
She's got to be really fit, man, because those arms must be buff as shit.
Man. That's kind of scary though.
Imagine her chasing you.
Imagine being her boyfriend.
You get over here.
Like, get over here.
Galloping after
like, ooh.
Oh my God.
That would be something you didn't know about him, that he has a fetish over something like that.
She runs faster like that than on her two legs. That's scary.
She ends up having a fucking one of those things that the horses have for their water outside of her house.
A trough? What is that, a trough? Is that what it's called?
She's just out there just drinking water in the front of the house.
Favorite meal? Carrots and the sugar cubes.
Give her an apple.
What's your favorite thing that someone does for you? Brushing my mane.
Brushing my mane.
I'm sorry. That's
she goes into a wig place offended. She's like, wait a minute, that's not your real family.
Oh my God. I can't. Where the fuck did we go with this?
Off tangent, homie. This is what we do. We went from a bucket list to walking into a fucking wig place.
Not us, but the girl who runs like a horse.
Can you imagine? I think if you end up putting if you put our conversations into movie form. Like, man, these people are on
that's
drugs.
bucket list. I want to be in a movie. Even if it's in the background.
See, and that's another thing no one knows. You've been to game shows.
I have been to game shows and I've been in the background.
You and Nancy, remember you guys went all the way for...
The first game show I went to was The Price is Right with my Nancy. What up, girl? Good morning, Remy. I love you. We went to Price is Right with Drew Carey. And it's so funny because the person who got picked for the first round, her name was Nancy. I was like, Nancy, but it was a different Nancy, and the lady was sitting right next to her, and I'm like, oh shit,
man, that's crazy,
weird. And then the next show that I went to was Let's Make a Deal, and it was with Nancy and Kathy again. I think I prefer The Price is Right.
See, that's what I'm saying. No one knew that you've done this before. And someone out there would be like, that would probably be something on their bucket list.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I don't know how it is now because of the whole COVID thing. I don't know how it goes down. But when we were there, it was just jam-packed people.
Didn't you go to one of the talk shows and you saw Justin Timberlake?
Yes. I drove.
With Katniss, right?
With Katniss, yes. Oh my God, thank you for reminding me.
I'm telling you.
I drove all the way to LA by myself.
Hold on. She thinks I don't pay attention, but I
didn't even remember that shit. Drove all the way to LA to pick up my friend Katniss, who was working for one of the film festivals, I believe. And we went to go see Justin Timberlake at the Jimmy Kimmel Show. And then we also went there again to see Dave Grohl.
And then after one of those, didn't you guys go to dinner or something somewhere? And then you ended up seeing, what's his name?
Oh my God, yes, thank you.
From How I Met Your Mother?
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. So we went to Swingers. It's a little restaurant in LA. And while we were there, like this guy was walking out pretty tall, and I want to say he was like signing something. And so when he's walking out, I'm like, why are these people all just staring, you know? And then I look and I'm like, oh my God, it's fucking Jason Segel. And so he's walking out. I think he was on a date. So then he walks his date to her car, because that's safe, guys. If you ever go on a date with somebody, just take 2 separate cars.
So chivalry is not dead. He's
Yes, he's very sweet. He walked her to her car. We didn't watch that. Like I didn't.
Did he open the door for her?
I don't remember, but he came back because he was riding like a little. I want to say a motorcycle or a Vespa. I can't remember, but I know. Yeah, like a scooter or something. And so
it's a big guy on a scooter.
I'm pretty sure. Why do I feel like it's not? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And because there was a big ass window, we're all just staring out the window now. And I wave, and he like raises his hand. I'm like, oh shit.
See, and
exciting stuff.
And you always tell me, oh, you get to meet.
No, but also we've seen Charlie Sheen. He was as close to me now as you are to me, and I was too. Everybody was like up his butt, like, oh Charlie, and I was like, play it cool. And I just kind of like smiled at him, was like, and I just walked away.
You had to do the severe treatment, because Severe was super cool. That whole hey Charlie, can I get a picture with you? Like it was super. And then when Charlie Sheen found out that Severe is like the official DJ for the Dodgers, Charlie's fucking eyes lit up. He was like, oh what? And then we got pictures of him talking to him about all that.
Yeah. Like, but people were seriously like up his crack, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
When it comes to celebrities, I think that's why I just look at them like fucking regular human beings. Like I don't fucking go like, oh my gosh. I think the only one of the people like in my head, and I kind of acted on it, was fucking Layla Ali. And that was when I was working with Madi on one of her.
Well, that makes sense.
One of her shows, and I was just like, that's fucking Layla Ali, and she smells fucking delicious. Like, and
so now we know she smells really good.
And her like she said hi to everybody in that space, like individually. She said, hey, how you doing? Good morning. Da, da, da. And it's just like, you're fucking Layla Ali. Like I didn't even. The crazy part is I didn't like. We knew we were working with her, but in my head I didn't even think like I'm gonna meet Layla Ali until she walked in. I was like, it's fucking Layla Ali. Like, and I was just like, oh shit. And out of everybody that I worked with her, working with Madi, she was the only one I ever took a picture with. And I was able to meet Chris Cyborg, Tato Ortiz, and a bunch of other like athletes and shit. And just like Layla Ali, I was like, I had to get this fucking picture. Fuck it. But it was just like, you gotta like treat them like they're fucking normal.
Yeah,
like,
but I was just like, I didn't want to be that person.
Sometimes you just have to. I learned that from the last time, and you and my
Tiger's blood.
What was that shit he used to say? Winning.
When Ray told me that he was gonna be there, I was like, oh my god, Tiger's blood, winning.
But it's one of those things where it's like, man, you don't want to look back and regret not having that moment. Yeah. Because now you've never seen him again.
Nope.
You know what I mean? It's like, I could have had this quick. And he didn't seem like the type of person.
No, he was very down to earth, very
off, you know?
Very sweet person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, see, you over here meeting people. And the funny thing, so because I do all these events with Ricky and Severe, the funny part about it is, if you guys don't know, like Samantha knows, like she follows like the actors, like you know I don't follow them, but people are. But you know who people are.
Oh, like that one time you guys texted me, I was so disappointed.
And I was like, I knew who Helen Hunt was, but I didn't know the other dude. And I was like, he was in a movie with her. I swear to God. And you're like, that's so and so. I was like, and even right now, I don't remember what his fucking name was.
No, you guys were like, no, you guys said a totally different name of what her name was.
We thought she was Jodie Foster.
Yes. And I was like, Jodie Foster? Me and like the one
me and Severe were like, yeah, that's Jodie Foster. And we're looking at each other like, yeah, that's Jodie Foster.
Don't. And I even texted Ray back, and I was like, listen, don't Don't say hello to anybody until you sent me a picture. Because if you say, hey, Mrs. or Miss Foster or Jody or whatever, she'll be like, what the fuck? I'm Helen fucking Hunt. How dare you?
And then at one time, Nick sent me to shoot for the for a brand, and it was at it was an award ceremony in honor of Al Pacino. So I got to meet Al Pacino. I got to meet Robert De Niro and fucking Sylvester Stallone. Bitch. But within that time, I'm standing back because there's you've seen how awards are. Like there's a stage and then there's like the tables, almost like restaurant style. So I'm standing like towards his back, away from everybody. And I'm like, this whole time I'm having this conversation with this lady, and it's just like, oh, nice dress and this and that, just talking to her. And then when I come home later that day, I was like, yeah, I was talking to some lady named like Catherine something.
I was like, you mean Catherine McPhee? Are you dumb? You gotta be dumb.
We were like having like a full on fucking convo, and so I take it back to saying, I think because I don't know these people like that, like where I'm just like, oh, that's so and so, and this is what they've been in, and like I don't really watch TV and movies like that, so I don't really. You know what I mean? Unless it's a Robert De Niro or fucking Sylvester Stallone,
I can't.
So for me, I'm going about just having a normal conversation with these people like they're normal people. So I think that kind of like brings their fucking guards down.
Yeah.
Like, he's not asking me for a fucking picture. He's not like...
But some people get offended by that because, do you know who I am? But Catherine McPhee doesn't seem the type.
So far, none of the people that I've ever encountered have done that. And I think like the most recent one was the one that was like jaw dropping for me, and I even had to text my mom, and it was Earl Hershiser.
Oh, okay.
So I was at FanFest shooting for Severe, and so when I shoot all the photos for Severe, and he obviously like all the players know him, so they stop what they're doing, they come to him, or they find a way to make their way over to him and greet him and say what's up. So he's like, oh, hold on real quick, I'm gonna go on the other side. So I ended up meeting the owner of the Dodgers, and then Max Muncy was there. Like pretty much, obviously everybody. It's FanFest, so all the players and staff and everybody was there. And he's saying what's up to everybody and some of his coworkers that work with him in the booth upstairs. And Earl Hershiser comes down from the stage, and he's like, "Oh, Severe," says what's up to Severe. Severe and him are talking. I get a picture of the two of them, and then I just walk off because that's for me. That's what I'm there to do. Just take the picture. Boom. So Severe's standing back saying hi to everybody, and I go like to walk further down behind the stage to get back to the other side where we were at. And all of a sudden I get pretty far from where Earl Hershiser was to where he ended up like pretty much like walking me down and tapping me on the shoulder like, hey, where are you going, man? I wanted to say hi. I was like, I turned around, I was like, oh shit. I was like, I'm that asshole that made him chase someone down and say hi. But that one and I had to text my mom. I was like, Mom, I was like, I just like I've seen Earl Hershiser before, like he's parked behind us, but I've never like he tapped my. I came home and remember I was like, don't touch my fucking shoulder.
Yeah,
like don't touch my shoulder.
Oh, and then when you came home and you were like, Sylvester Stallone touched my arm, I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that dude. You know what? For a short guy, he has big ass hands. It's like, what the fuck are you? Adrian. Why do you sound like an old man? You don't even sound like I can't do it. You sound like the dude from fucking Home Alone. You sound like a troll chest coming down the stairs.
Anyways, I love Rocky. Number 5 is my favorite one because at the beginning you see his butt. It's very muscular. But all the Rockies are really good. But that
Creed 3. If you guys haven't seen Creed 3. Even Josh liked it. He was like, I like it. He goes, it's kind of boring, which is true. Like the storylines and how they go about the storylines, they're kind of like slow, but Josh liked it. He was like, I like the fight scenes were cool. Like, and then the fact that the main fight scene was actually done in Dodger Stadium.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty fucking dope.
Nice.
Yeah. What else you got?
I think that's it.
That's it?
I actually have to go to work now. I know.
What's that?
What's that?
Work.
Oh. I was like, what's what? My phone?
Yeah.
Good times.
All right, y'all. Well, this one was a random one.
Yeah. I mean, they usually are.
Yeah. But we appreciate you guys tapping in.
I'm Sam.
I'm Ray. Peace.
Bye.